Professor Kethvar adjusted his breathing apparatus as the shuttle descended through Earth's atmosphere. Around him, 23 graduate students from the Galactic University's Xenobiology department pressed their faces, or sensory organs, against the viewports, eager to see the legendary Deathworld that had somehow produced a spacefaring species. "Remember," Kethvar announced through the intercom, his voice carrying the authority of someone who had studied 17 different biospheres, "Earth has been classified as a Class 12 Deathworld. We are here for exactly 72 standard hours. Do not, under any circumstances, remove your environmental suits." Zira, a young Velfari student whose crystalline form sparkled with excitement, raised a translucent hand. "Professor, if it's so dangerous, how do humans survive here without any protection?" "That, my dear student, is precisely what we're here to understand." Their human guide, Dr. Lisa Martinez, met them at the landing platform in New Zealand. She wore nothing but a thin fabric covering and what appeared to be protective footwear. No environmental suit, no breathing apparatus, no radiation shielding. "Welcome to Earth," she said cheerfully, gesturing to the landscape around them. "I thought we'd start with something mild. This is one of our more peaceful regions." Student Kak-sen, whose home planet featured a single, stable climate, immediately began taking readings. "Professor, the atmospheric composition is highly unstable. 21% of this oxygen is actively corrosive to most materials." "Yes," Dr. Martinez nodded. "We call it breathing." The tour began innocently enough. Rolling green hills, scattered trees, what humans called sheep grazing peacefully. Then Dr. Martinez led them to a seemingly tranquil body of water. "This is what we call a beach," she explained as waves crashed against the shore. "Humans often come here for relaxation." Zyphan, from a world of crystalline formations and gentle mineral rains, watched in horror as the water hurled itself against the land with tremendous force. "The liquid is trying to destroy the solid matter. This is a geological disaster zone." "Actually, this is considered very calm today," Dr. Martinez replied. "Last week we had a storm." The students' sensors went wild as they detected the microscopic life in every drop of seawater, each organism a potential pathogen. Their air filters strained against pollen, dust, and countless spores that filled the atmosphere. "Professor," whispered Trill AC nervously, "I'm detecting thousands of predatory organisms within scanning range." Dr. Martinez followed their gaze to a seagull landing nearby. "Oh, that's just a bird. They're mostly harmless." She paused. "Well, unless you're a fish. Or have food. Or they're nesting. Or you're in Australia, some of our birds there are a bit more aggressive." The real shock came when they visited a human settlement. Children, juvenile humans, were engaged in something called playing in an area filled with metal structures designed to swing, spin, and launch them through the air. The alien students watched in absolute terror as small humans deliberately threw themselves off elevated platforms, trusting primitive mechanical devices to arrest their falls. They're training for combat," breathed Kethvar. "Actually, they're having fun," Dr. Martinez corrected. "This is how human children develop physical coordination, risk assessment, and social bonds." "Risk assessment?" Kak-sen's sensor stalks trembled. "They're calculating risks and choosing to proceed anyway." "Welcome to humanity," Dr. Martinez grinned. The final revelation came during dinner. Dr. Martinez had prepared what she called a mild curry, and offered to let the students observe humans consuming it through their suits' external camera. "It's delicious," one human declared, adding additional spice. That night, as the students huddled in their sterile habitat module, Kethvar filed his report. Earth classification, confirmed Class 12 Deathworld. Recommendation: humans are not adapted to their environment is adapted to humans. They have not survived their world, they have conquered it. Suggest immediate reclassification of humans from lucky survivors to apex predators. Outside their habitat, they could hear humans laughing as they engaged in something called night hiking, voluntarily entering the darkness where Earth's nocturnal predators hunted. The Deathworld, it seemed, was also home.